So yesterday, Celebrity Cruise Lines had some funny business with some emails that they sent out. Then they sent out more to clarify what they had already sent out. So I just want to make you aware of the situation. And in my mind, it gives us something to keep our eye out for if we have a celebrity cruise book that sails within the next year, or we're looking at doing that. We also need to talk about a cruise passenger who racked up casino debts and actually was willing to go to pretty extensive measures to avoid having to pay that. And finally, what is going on with the sanctuary on the Sun Princess and soon to be Star Princess? This is huge. We need to know about this so that everybody can voice their opinion. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Wednesday. It is September 10th of 2025. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, today's the day. Please click on that subscribe button. And if you appreciate my updates, please give this video a thumbs up. A big welcome to everyone who is new. Welcome back to everybody that has been with us before. And thank you so much to those of you that have been with us for a long time. We're really glad that all of you are here with us. So let's start at the top talking about what happened with Celebrity Cruises yesterday. So Celebrity Cruises sent out an email saying, you know what, from now until next fall when the Celebrity Beyond goes into dry dock, they're going to be sailing at a slower speed, and we're going to have all these different itinerary changes. And they went through all of these different cruises and listed them. The one that really stood out to me the most was the one for the December 21st, 2025 sailing. And I didn't think a lot of people would be crazy about not only missing Nassau, because to me, like going to Turks and Caicos at the end of the cruise, adding that on as the consolation, I like Nassau better if it's me. But tell me if you like what you like better. Do you like Nassau better? Or you like Turks and Caicos? Anyway, the other port change they made was instead of going to St. John's, Antigua, they were going to go to San Juan, Puerto Rico. I didn't think that was quite a fair trade out there. I know that a lot of people book itineraries just to go to St. John's, Antigua. Also, during that Christmas time, people sail together to be together as families. And so I know that's not the only driving factor on that cruise, but that's the one that stood out to me the most. Well, then in a little while, Celebrity sends out another email and says, never mind that email. Didn't mean to send that email out. No, don't worry about that. And so then I received an email with some itinerary changes. And it started out with, Dear Guest, and I'm not the guest, I'm the travel advisor, but I'm thinking, well, it could be a copy of, of course, what they're sending out to the guest. And it had the itinerary changes, but nowhere on the notification that I received did it list the ship and sail date. And so what's the bottom line with all of this? I think that Celebrity is going to make some itinerary changes. I really do. And we might recall that a little bit back, maybe about 2 months ago now, they had to cancel a sailing actually on the Beyond because she was having trouble. She was way late getting back into port and then sailed. They had to fix it before they could do another sailing. And so the dry dock is not until next fall. And so they might have to be making some other changes. So this is your heads up about that. I'll keep my eye out and see when they make anything else official about it. But I wanted you to know. The other thing that is really important to know, I love this, on Celebrity's website, Gordon will put the link at the top of the comments there, but they have a place on their website where you can go look and see which itineraries have changes on them. I like that. I really like that. So if you misplace your paper or you're worried that you never received a notification, you can go look there and see if you're sailing. It has any itinerary changes, as well as it has a link to click on to see what the itinerary changes are for each sailing that has a change. I think that's remarkable. Thumbs up to Celebrity for doing that. That's great. So that's everything about Celebrity. Let me know if you're booked on a Celebrity cruise in the next year. Let me know if you're thinking about that and does this impact your choice. Just wanted to give you the heads up on that. Let me know in the comments if you would, please. All right. I am sure that this really floored me. It's kind of funny. It's not funny, but it's funny. So there's a cruise passenger that was on Rhapsody of the Seas, Royal Caribbean ship docked there in San Juan on Sunday, and he decided that the best thing to do would be to jump overboard to try to avoid his casino debts. So his casino debts that he had run up on that sailing were $16,710.24. And so while they're docked, he jumps overboard. There are jet skis in the area. Of course, they come over, they get him out of the water. And of course, the police come and they're there. And on his person, he had cash of $14,600. And so he is facing federal charges for a few reasons here. But part of it is because he was going to transport that much cash without telling, and he was saying that he was trying to avoid paying. He was worried about having to pay customs on bringing that much cash back in the United States. I'm thinking if he would have paid his casino debt, that he wouldn't have had to worry about that cash anymore. So let me know what you think. Luckily, no one was hurt. I'm grateful that he wasn't hurt. Nobody rescuing him was hurt. But I just thought it was a really interesting solution that he chose to try to get away from those debts. Let me know what you think about all of that in the comments, would ya? Now, okay, Princess. This, you know what? So I have checked this out in several places. A couple of people have emailed me about this, and I don't know. I am just now starting to hear about it. I did not hear about it earlier in the Mediterranean season over on the Sun Princess. But people are posting on Facebook. I have gotten some emails from people that happen to be on the ship. The bottom line, my favorite post that I've seen about it is somebody had sailed on the Sun Princess last 2 summers, absolutely loved the sanctuary. This year, they booked a sanctuary cabin again so that they could enjoy the sanctuary. And this year, though, when they were on board, instead of it being that nice, quiet place where you can relax and soak up the sunshine and the beautiful area that they've got there for the sanctuary, they were met with loud music, and pointed out that even sometimes it would be a DJ with a violinist, and it was so loud several times, a lot of the time, that you could not carry on a conversation with the person sitting next to you. So they complained several times about it, hoping that they would make the change because they were not having the experience that they had booked, right? They expected the sanctuary, didn't get the sanctuary. As far as when I say sanctuary, I'm thinking a nice, quiet area. On all of the Princess ships until this time, the sanctuary has been a really nice, quiet, relaxing, just a lovely, lovely place to be. And so after complaining several times, finally, the crew on board let them know that Princess is trying to change the vibe on the sanctuary on the Sun Princess and soon to be Star Princess to not be quiet and relaxing anymore. They want it to be more of a club vibe, and that is indeed what a lot of people are experiencing on their cruises. So I need some information from you all. Let me know if you've sailed on the Sun Princess this summer, anytime recently. Let me know what the sanctuary has been like if you happen to book a sanctuary cabin. If you don't know this, the sanctuary is different on the Sun Princess and on the soon-to-be Star Princess than it is on the sanctuary on any other ship. On all of the other ships, you book it once you get on board. If people really want to do the sanctuary, my best advice is right when you get on the ship, go directly to the sanctuary and get that book because it's really popular. But on the Sun Princess and Star Princess, you actually have to book a sanctuary class cabin. They've got like 8 balconies, they've got some mini suites, and then suites from there. So just wanted to let you know that this is what's going on. So I am going to really look forward to getting more emails from those of you that have been on the Sun Princess lately. I'm going to let you know what it's like on the Star Princess because I'm not booked on the Star Princess in a sanctuary cabin for the inaugural, but we have someone in our group who is, and I'm sure they'll be happy to tell me what that looks like. Because if this is really what's happening and this is going to be the norm, I feel like we need to complain because the sanctuary has always been a remarkable place. The other reason that I think it's a big deal is people are not going to get what they booked. Several people are miffed that they booked that, then they get on, and it's noisy. It's not what they were looking for. And tell me what you think in the comments and what your experience has been, would you please? The other thing that really strikes me, if we're going to have a noisy sanctuary, and that is honestly what Princess is going to do, they need to change the name. Because on Princess, like I said, sanctuary is synonymous with peace, with quiet, with relaxation, with just a lovely experience there. Not that music isn't lovely, it is, but that is not what the sanctuary has always been. So if they're going to keep it like this, I encourage them them to change the name so people, when they go to book it, don't think that they're booking the sanctuary and have an idea of what it is that they're going to get. The other thing that stands out to me a lot, and I'm really anxious to see it on the Star Princess, when I was on the Sun Princess not too long after she set sail, and I don't think this has changed based on what people have been sharing with me, the piazza is very, very loud as well. It goes up to all the decks. I shared that when we were on board, but it goes up just like it does on the other ships, but with things placed kind of in different places. But that whole area there, all the way up to the decks, you're up there by the International Cafe, close to where you go into the buffet area. And you know what? You can't carry on a conversation with someone else when they've got the entertainment going on there with the music and everything. So, we've kind of are going to have more noisy areas on the ship, and we'll just have to look. Those of us that like to relax somewhere a little bit quieter, we'll have to find some more locations and maybe spend more time on our balcony. So, like I said, let me know what you think. 'Cause I always look forward to reading your comments. You all leave the best comments. Very informative, and I appreciate it. So I'll look forward to reading your comments, and I'll see you all here again tomorrow. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.